everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, sharing. I got some love. Yes, I am back from vacation and we will now be reviewing. I am so late, y'all. When you guys were on Instagram with all of Kayali's wedding collection fragrances, my heart was broken. I was like, oh my gosh, it literally came the day that I left. It got there at 12 and my plane took off. It got there at 12:30 and then my plane took off at 10:30, and I just completely kept thinking about the collection that DHL was going to drop off. But anyway, I have it in my possession and I'm loving the fragrances, y'all. So I know y'all heard everybody else's review, so I'm gonna give you a little bit on top of that. I'm gonna give you Kayali's collection, the wedding collection, on top of some other wedding fragrances that I recommend, y'all. It is wedding season. Some people have already gotten married. Some people are planning on getting married next year, so I hope you can find something in this collection that you absolutely love. Please continue to like, follow, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, you know, all that good stuff. And y'all, let's get started with this review. So I just wanted to say thank you to Team Kayali for sending me over these lovely fragrances. Y'all, I love the House of Kayali. You guys already know that. I love the fact that they share so many intimate moments with the fragrance community. They share so many details of the process. They involve the fragrance community. You know, they give shout outs. Kayali Mona Katan actually left me about 2 years ago. She left me a message on the telephone, and oh, you can come over. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. So my neighbor, I'll include her. She just, we were just talking about, you know, eating healthy and dieting and all those things because we both love sweets and chocolates and all that good stuff. And she said there was a dolce, a skinny syrup, cinnamon dolce, creamer or a sweetener that you can put in your coffee. Y'all know that I'm a coffee drinker. So she was kind enough. We were talking about Kayali's perfumes. I let her smell Silk Santal, and y'all, she fell absolutely in love with it. I sprayed it on my arm and she says, what is it that you have on right now? And I said, that is one of the fragrances. So I let her smell it and she was absolutely, she loved it, okay? And then she brought me this precious little gift. So y'all, all that being said, you know, it's good to be kind and to be nice to people. And she's actually a follower now too as well, and I followed her back. Follow her on Instagram and YouTube. So hey girl, hey Yvonne. Anyway, just met her. So anyway, let's get into these Kayali fragrances, and I'm definitely going to be enjoying that cinnamon sweetener tomorrow instead of like other creamers and other things with a lot of sugars inside, y'all, because we got to get it together. Get your health together, because it is not the time to be in a hospital. All that being said, I love the House of Kayali. She's always involving the fragrance community, individuals. She actually left me a verbal message a couple of years ago telling me how much she appreciated me, and she didn't have to do that, you know. And I don't know if she does it with everybody. And I know she meets other influencers in person if they come over to Dubai. She's very active in the community. Her staff, her team, they're all very active. And I am always going to support a fragrance house that is very active and always giving back. Even before she started sending me fragrances, I think I had about 7 or 8, 7 in her collection, had the entire collection, and I was absolutely in love. So when they started sending me the perfumes, oh my gosh, okay, I was so appreciative, and you know, absolutely amazed that they would even be thinking about me, you know, sending me fragrances from Dubai. Anyway, I love the House of Kayali. You guys know that, super supportive. I recommend her collection to a new fragrance lover, because there's such a vast amount of variety in her collection. For every occasion, for every day, a work fragrance, a date night fragrance, a vacation fragrance. She literally has everything, unisex, feminine, slightly masculine, in her entire collection. And I love the house, y'all. So that being said, let's get into this amazing wedding collection. Love the book that she sent over that talks about her journey, her inspiration of marriage, you know, all of that. And it says here that the wedding collection is designed as an ode to everlasting love. I'm a hopeless romantic, okay? I've been married twice, if y'all don't already know. And yeah, I'm still a hopeless romantic. Love is love, you guys. And you can find love anywhere, all over the world, you guys. Just open your heart, you know, be forgiving, open your heart, and accept love wherever it comes from. So anyway, y'all, I am so happy to be a part of this launch, okay? So now it comes in this amazing box, and the dogs are barking. You know, it comes in this amazing box with their beautiful picture. I am going to put this somewhere very special because this picture is extremely intimate, special, and beautiful. You know, it tells a whole story. So the bottles, the boxes, they come in the 50 mLs, and I think they retail for about $100. You guys already know the gist and the deets of the fragrances, but they pay attention to detail, extreme detail. The fact that this is called Velvet Santal, yes, this is the age that they got married, which I thought was super special, you know, as well. There's like velvet or felt on the outside that probably mimicked the tuxedo or the bow that he wore, you know, or the vest that he wore. Love that, you know. And then she has like a silk satiny finish of her fragrance on the outside of the box as well. Like I said, these are 50 mLs, and they come with the keynotes on the back of the box. So anyway, let's get into it. I've been testing these for the past 3 days actually. This is the third day. I wore it full body separately, and then I wore it layered together. They all smell so amazing, you know, and I absolutely love them. Now, do I have a favorite? Yes, I do. I will tell you that at the end. Is it the combination? Is it velvet, or is it silk santal, y'all? So, like I said, let's get into the fragrances, and I won't make this video super long. So the bottles are stunning, gorgeous, gorgeous bottles as well. So I'll give you the basic notes. I won't give you like all of the notes that are listed here on the box. So in here you have a sparkling champagne, you have some white flowers, you have some sugared musk, you have some praline, pink praline, lush nectarine, and sandalwood. Now, initially when I sprayed this fragrance, for me, it was a love at first sniff, because I love a good fruity, bright, just a sweet fragrance, y'all. So yes, this was a love at first sniff. You definitely get a little bit of that sugared muskiness. You get that lush sweet with a little bit of a tart tangerine, sparkling tangerine. You get some champagne notes upon initial spray. It's bright, it's slight bubbly, it's fresh, it's juicy all the way through, and then it calms down about maybe 10 minutes later to more of the creamy, sandalwoody nectarine smell. You guys, I absolutely love this fragrance. The sweetness from the praline and the sugared musk, you literally get like a hard, almost like a bruleed sugar in this fragrance, a bruleed praline in this fragrance on top of the sugared musk, and the sparkling from the champagne in the opening. But like I said, when it dries down, this opens up very bright and fresh, very projecting. It lasted on my skin about 6 hours, and the sillage, the projection is amazing. The sillage on this fragrance is even better. I absolutely love a Silk Santal. I wish this came in a 100 ml bottle, maybe because of the demand. Mona, Kayali, the team will bring it out in a 100 ml bottle, because I'm looking forward to it, y'all, because this will be in my top 5, seriously, of the Kayali fragrances. Most definitely in my top 5. It's fresh. It smells like a peach juice almost. I love peach in fragrances. So if you don't love peach in fragrances, you may want to try this one or sample it. But it's not that, you know, humid, peachy, musky, peachy. It's a very fresh, sparkling, effervescent, bright, peachy fragrance that's calmed down by a little bit of that praline, the musk, and the sandalwood. Y'all, I love it. I'm gonna stop talking about it, but it's good. I need another bottle, 100 ml bottle, Kayali, please, okay? Anyway, we're gonna move along to the Wedding Velvet Santal. Now, Velvet Santal gives me musky ambrette. It's almost giving me like a ambretty, light, airy, almondy scent with that beautiful note of sandalwood. Love the matte black bottle, you know, with the lines, the streaks, you know, almost like a tuxedo as well. So you have your jasmine petals, which you absolutely get. You get your tea leaves, which I love. I love a good tea fragrance, and you get that in here. Cedarwood, benzoin, and sandalwood. So in the opening, this fragrance, compared to Silk Santal, this fragrance is a little more subdued. As this moves along, this fragrance becomes very dominant, you know, and this fragrance settles, you know, not a skin scent by any means, but this fragrance settled to a very pretty, elegant, feminine scent, and this fragrance starts to project more as it sits on my skin, at least. Absolutely love it, but you do get that jasmine in here, a very fluffy, airy, lovable jasmine, not non-animalic, non-indolic jasmine. It's very soft and velvety, you know, like it says, jasmine petals. You smell the softness of the fragrance, the jasmine softness of the fragrance. In here, you also get the tea. I get a beautiful tea note. This fragrance for me, silk was transitional. Velvet Santal was very linear on my skin, so but it just projected more as it started to sit on my skin, but it was still linear. I still pretty much got the same scent, which I absolutely love as well. But you do get that jasmine, you get the softness. It almost smells like an Earl Grey tea in the background. You get the softness of the tea leaves, a beautiful sandalwood. Like I said, it's giving me almost like a musky ambrette, almost like a nutty almondy, a very white, like the husk of the almond. It's giving me that nuance, but I absolutely love it. I love wearing this alone. This is definitely unisex. It's not masculine leaning, even though it's in the black bottle. It's forever unisex. This one is feminine leaning to me, so they are definitely a match made in heaven. I love them. One complements the other. Together they are beautiful, just as Mona and Hassan are. I love the concept, love the idea, all of that, y'all. You got to get your nose on both of these fragrances. Like I said, unisex, feminine leaning, but anybody can wear whatever. So y'all get your nose on both of these fragrances, sample them. If you love a peach note, airy, fresh peach note, and the freesia in here, y'all, you get it in the opening, but it definitely calms down to a beautiful sandalwood. But I love the freesia. I love a note of freesia in a fragrance, y'all. It's absolutely just fresh, airy, uplifting, bright. It's amazing. But the two complement one another, and I love them, y'all. So anyway, thanks to Mona and the team for involving me in this process, and I will absolutely cherish every moment and these fragrances too. But Mona, please come out with 100 ml of these bottles, okay? I already looked on site, and I saw that some of them were already sold out, and you have to put your name on a waiting list, you guys. All right, so back to wedding fragrances. I'm going to give you the first wedding fragrance, and I'm going to give you where I think what type of venue, maybe what type of bride may wear these fragrances. So the first one we're going to start with is Atelier's Pink Me Up. The bottle is gorgeous. You guys got to be careful with the top because it will fall off. I don't want to shake it too hard. Pink Me Up, it's bright, it's fresh, it's ethereal, it's juicy. You know, I wanted to include this in my juicy fragrances, but I decided not to. I said, you know what, this is wedding worthy, so I'll save it for my wedding fragrance review. You get that black currant, you get champagne, it's sparkling, it's bubbly in the opening, but you get the zestiness of the, or the sparkliness from that champagne, you know, the same as you get in champagne in Kayali's wedding collection, Silk Santal. You get that same champagne note. This one's a little more bubbly, it's fruity. You get your rose, black currant, the brightness from the bergamot, champagne. This is for that bride that's wearing that pale pink dress. I've never seen a bride in a hot pink dress, but a pale pink dress, you know, she looks like a bottle of rosé, y'all. This is for that bride. I love it. Very modern, very fresh, you know, yeah, just for that pretty bride that wants to wear that pale pink to her wedding, y'all. Very fun, flirty, all of that, you know. Full of life, okay? Pink Me Up by Atelier des Ors. That's the first one, yeah, okay? Or actually, that's the third one because we talked about Kayali. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is the all-loved, would be the most amazing Dama Bianca. This is most amazing to wear on, like, maybe, you know, maybe to your bridal shower, or maybe on your wedding day. You get that zesty citruses, the zesty citrus lime in here. You get the kumquat, you get a beautiful powdery vanilla, you get violet, lilac, all of that. This fragrance, you will not have to re-up on this fragrance on your wedding day. It lasts forever. This fragrance on my body lasts about 8 to 10 hours. So I can imagine you spraying this on your dress. It'll last forever. And it's a very lovable and likable scent. People are gonna wanna keep sniffing you and smelling you, smelling that beautiful citrusy, fruity vanilla, that kumquat, the juices from the kumquat. It's almost a little syrupy from the kumquat. Mine has sat, so my juice is really concentrated, thick, and dark. And when I tell you it performs, it does, you guys. Anyway, a beautiful bottle to take pictures with. Just this Silk Santal is beautiful to take pictures with, because you guys know on your wedding day, you are going to be taking a fragrance of the day picture with your dress, yourself, all of that, spraying it on. So you must have a beautiful bottle, you guys. Anyway, Dama Bianca by the House of Xerjoff. The next one is for the most amazing garden wedding, okay? And this is by Oriza, and this is Muge Flori. This is a beautiful Lily of the Valley fragrance. You have Lily of the Valley in the top, in the heart, and in the base of this fragrance. It's juicy. You have your green, I think they said there's grass in here. I don't get a grassy note in here. You have your beautiful Angelica, Lily of the Valley. It's slightly green, but it's actually giving me like berry accents as well, like a watery blackberry or a watery black currant on top of the beautiful greenness of the Angelica and the Lily of the Valley. This is my favorite Lily of the Valley fragrance. I love it. I'm in love with it. I smelled this. It was a love upon first sniff. I kept going back to it. I did not go to the store to purchase this. I went to purchase a gourmand and I fell in love with this fragrance and I had to have it, you guys. If you love Lily of the Valley, then you're gonna wanna need to get your nose on this fragrance. But a garden wedding, ooh, a garden wedding, y'all. This is a must. And this is Muge Flori, and this is by the House of Oriza. All right, the next one we're gonna talk about is Southern Bloom, okay? And this is for that Southern belle, y'all, okay? This is the sandalwood in here. It smells a little, it smells actually gourmandish leaning, you guys. So in Southern Bloom, you have your mandarin, iris, you have some jasmine, ylang. Maybe it's the creaminess of the coconut that's giving the gourmandish leaning vibes. My juice is a little purple. I've seen it actually darker than this. You have your beronia flower, which gives you kind of like a fruity, airy floral nuance. But the coconut, the sandalwood, the florals in here, the non-distinctive florals in here, you know, it's giving vanilla as well, fresh, airy vanilla. I love Southern Bloom. I don't talk about this fragrance a lot, but I love it, and I'm going to sit this on my southern tray, on my summer tray, right along with Sunset Hour, y'all. This is good. This is a lovable scent, easy on the nose. Like I said, this is for that bride that wants to wear a beautiful bridal dress with some cowboy boots, y'all, or that Southern belle, okay, that wants to wear doilies or have doilies at her wedding. I absolutely love this fragrance, Southern Bloom by Goldfield and Banks. Get your nose on it. Let this fragrance sit. Spray it and let it sit. Because initially when I purchased this, I didn't get a lot from it. But now that it has been sitting for the past couple of years, I get so much from this fragrance, especially the creaminess from that coconut, y'all. It's beautiful. Get your nose on it. The next one we're going to talk about is for the modern bride. This is for that bride that's probably been around the block. She's been waiting to get married for years. Maybe she's in her 40s. She's never been married before, but she still wants to be modern. She still, you know, wants to be beautiful, but still smell amazing and very mature as well. This is My Way Parfum. My Way Parfum. This is the only My Way that I have that I absolutely love. It smells of a wedding day. It smells of a bride. So in here you have a lot of iris, and I don't even like iris, but I love it in my way parfum. I'm not gonna say I don't like iris because I've been buying a lot of iris perfumes lately, or with the notes of iris inside, and I didn't know it, but I'm picking up on that. It's a non-lipsticky iris smell. Maybe because it's covered by that orange blossom in here. You got the iris, you have your bergamot, you have some orange tuberose, you have some muskiness from that ambrette, you know. This is beautiful, but it's a beautiful irisy, powdery orange blossom. Not too sickly sweet powdery, but maybe a soft, airy powderiness from the iris and the sweet creaminess from the orange blossom. I absolutely love this. This is my way parfum. Get your nose on it. I smelled the original. I smelled the intense and the parfums, y'all. That one's for me, okay? The next one we're going to talk about is the most amazing fragrance to take a picture with on your wedding day. Swarovski crystals. You might have a crown as well. And this is Whispers of Truth, y'all. Today is the day to tell the truth, okay? I do, okay? I do or I don't. And I hope at that altar you're saying I do. So Whispers of Truth is slightly gourmand leaning from that caramel in here, but you got some rose in here, you got some ambroxan in here, you got some citruses in here. It's beautiful. It's almost giving you slight Trajan Baccarat Rouge with a little bit of caramel and some citruses, Tribeca, but this is of course bright, a little more floral, and absolutely beautiful for a wedding day. You guys, the bottle is stunning. Get your nose on this fragrance. This is Whispers of Truth by the House of Sillage. So the next one we're going to talk about is Glamour by Mikalev. Everyone, I've talked about this fragrance multiple times before, but this is for that bride that is about to elope, okay? She's about to elope. She doesn't care what anybody says. She's getting married to her, you know, sweetheart. The family can like them or not. She is eloping to Las Vegas. This smells of a fun bride, one that is carefree, one that wants to live her life. This is literally alien with fruits on top, with peaches on top. What else is in Glamour? There's apple. There's a prominent note of green apple. There's peach, plum, saffron, jasmine, vanilla, slightly woody, musky. You get all of that in this fragrance. But this girl, she's gonna have an amazing time in Vegas when she elopes, y'all. This is Mikalev Glamour. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is ELIXIR. This is for the bride that's getting married in church, you know, maybe a traditional wedding. This is very likable, light, slightly powdery. You get your orris, you get violet in here. A lot of violet. Rosia Dove uses a lot of violet and orris in their fragrances, especially this line. I think in 51 and Enigma or Creation E, there's a lot of orris as well. But this one, it opens up bright, juicy, fresh, and it dries down very powdery and fruity. So in here you have your heliotrope, peach, raspberry, you have some violet, orris, you got some sandalwood in here, and you have some rose de mai in here. The rose is not very prominent. You get a lot of florals in the background, but you get a lot of those fruits and the powderiness and the freshness from the bergamot and citruses up front. I love it. Very compliment getting, very non-offensive. You might have to take a decant of this fragrance or overspray on your wedding day, but the bottle is beautiful and stunning to take a picture with your dress on your wedding day. I love ELIXIR. Amazing for the summer. Get your nose on this one. Beautiful, beautiful lace, you know, all of that. So this, I would actually say this is for a traditional wedding, but maybe more of a, you know, maybe you're getting married to, you know, maybe like an Indian, like you're dressed in saris. That is what this fragrance reminds me of, Madurai. If you're gonna wear a sari, if you're gonna wear a traditional garment or garb, maybe like some African wear or something like that. Madurai reminds me of tradition, that traditional bride that's getting married in traditional garments or clothing. You get a lot of beautiful jasmine in here, plus you get that fruity nuance from the peach. You get a little warm spiciness from the, I think there's pink pepper, and there's not cumin in here. There's curry in here, I think it is. But you get some warm spiciness as well. MADURAI is beautiful. Kristen, I think she could probably wear this. Kristen was married already over on Instagram, but I could see her because she wore a sari, a wedding sari, recently on her wedding day. I think she got married a week or two ago. I could totally see Kristen wearing a MADURAI. I think she wore Contra Moy. I think she wore Ylang Gold and a couple of other fragrances as well that she posted on Instagram. But I totally see a bride in a sari wearing this fragrance. The next one we're going to talk about is, we're going to talk about a wedding and a cathedral, okay? She's wearing a long wedding dress with a trail, traditional. She's been waiting for her husband all these years. She has been saving herself, you know, all of that. And this is Amouage, honor woman, because she's an honorable woman, y'all. So anyway, this fragrance speaks of beauty. It speaks of elegance. It speaks of purity, you know, the pureness of this fragrance, the white florals in here, the gardenia, tuberose, lily of the valley. I think this says there's like a leather in the base, but you don't get that at all. It's fresh. I really get a lot of the lily of the valley. It's creamy. It's just an absolutely beautiful fragrance. There's creamy white florals. The jasmine in here is absolutely stunning. The bottle is the most gorgeous bottle to take a picture with on your wedding day. You get that coriander in here and the opopanax. I think the coriander in here is what makes the florals, the white florals, creamy on top of the jasmine. This is a white floral of all white florals, you guys. Like I said, this is an honorable woman, the most beautiful woman. It speaks of purity, elegance, sophistication, a beautiful white wedding dress with an absolutely long train and a beautiful lace veil, y'all, or satin veil, you know, anything that speaks of white and purity. Honor woman is absolutely gorgeous. Get your nose on this. Only if you like white florals, y'all. So the next one is that destination bride, okay? She is going to Bali to get married. She's going to Greece to get married. She's going to Lake Como to get married. But she is going to wear Ylang Gold, y'all. I have a story about Ylang Gold. You guys know that I had the original bottle. Well, I was just on a cruise and my bottle was like 75% full. So I was just on a cruise and I took that fragrance with me. On a cruise, I guess if you find a duck, a little plastic duck, you're considered lucky on the cruise. So my sister told us to like go around looking for ducks. So my grandson was like, oh, I haven't found a duck. So my neighbor next to us apparently heard him saying that he really wants to find a duck. So I was sitting out on the deck one day and she was like, you know what? She was like, hey neighbor, I have something for you. So I was like, oh, what does she want? So I look and I was like, oh, hey, good morning. It was in the wee hours of the morning because we both like to get up and watch the sunrise. So it was about 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. The sun rose in the area that we were in about maybe like 7:38. So she said, oh, I wanted to give you something because I heard a little boy saying how he wanted to find a duck and he couldn't find a duck and you guys only have a couple of days left. And she gave me a duck with the most amazing little card on it that says take a picture with your duck, post it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give her something to remember me by, because my grandson is really going to remember that little duck. So I asked her, I said, do you wear perfume? And she said, and I just didn't want to give her a sample, okay? She said, yeah, I do wear perfume. I like it. I said, do you like this smell? So I brought my Ylang Gold bottle. I said, do you like this smell? I said, smell this one. I said, I do fragrance reviews on YouTube. I explained myself so I wouldn't look like a weirdo, you know, just giving somebody maybe like some poison on the boat. So, because, you know, people do that. So, I said, yeah, I do your reviews on YouTube. And so she took a picture because she didn't have the internet service, and I think she's following me now. So let me know who you are. If your name's different, down in the comments, please let me know who you are. And so she took a picture of my Instagram page, and I actually gave her, I hope she doesn't give the bottle away because I don't know if she knows how expensive this bottle is, and I don't want to say, oh, like, you better keep this, is super expensive, but I gifted her my Ylang Gold bottle of fragrance because she said she loved the fragrance, and I wanted to give her something that she would remember us by, because she literally gave us something that was dear and that my grandson had been searching for on the boat for like 5 days. So I was able to hide that duck. I hid it really quick, like on the other deck, because my other family members had adjoining decks. So I hid it on the other deck, like in the corner, and pretended that I of course I didn't do it. And so when he went down to sit down to play on his iPad, he looked over. I said, "Oh, Jackson, go to see if Danny's coming outside." He looked over and he saw the duck in the corner. Oh, he had a fit, y'all. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I found a duck, I found a duck." So I really want to thank my neighbor on the cruise for giving me that duck, and I gave her a bottle of my Elongate Goat, and I have this one, y'all. So no, I don't have a backup bottle anymore. So anyway, this is for that destination bride, okay? She's very fun, free. She wants to have her wedding over in a tropical place, a beautiful place with lots of sun. So there's a beautiful note of Elongate Gold. There's some peach in here. There's some lychee in here. It gives you that banana-esque type vibe. It's very fresh, ethereal. It gives you more of a buttery vibe as well. It's just, this is amazing on your skin. So I didn't tell this. So if you're watching and you have that Elongate Gold bottle, please put this on your skin. It's going to shine. You're going to be vibrant. It's going to smell amazing. And in the sun, in the summer sun, it's beautiful, y'all. Elongate Gold for that destination bride that wants to wear whatever she wants to wear. Maybe a very, maybe a maxi dress, a white lace maxi dress, or a white silk maxi dress on her wedding day, y'all, on the beach. Absolutely beautiful. Elongate Gold by M. Mika Left. That was a long story, but you guys, I hope you enjoyed it. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is Deja Vu White Flower. This is for that bride that just wants to smell good, traditional. Maybe she's having a wedding in a chapel, or maybe at the courthouse, y'all. She doesn't want to be like super bright and noticeable, but she still wants to smell good for the day, y'all. This is also, because of the nectarine in here, Silk Santal also gives me vibes a little bit of Deja Vu White Flower, and I meant to tell you guys that in the beginning, but Deja Vu White Flower 57 is absolutely amazing. And the Wedding Silk Santal 36, it kind of gives me a little bit of those vibes because of the white florals in here and the nectarine in here. Beautiful, both juicy, luscious, but I love Deja Vu White Flower. But like I said, it's for that bride that maybe wants to get married at the courthouse or just in a small chapel and just wants to smell pretty for the day, you guys. Non-complicated, not super eventful, but it's beautiful all the same, as she will be on her day. Kayali Deja Vu White Flower. The next one, and this is the last one, y'all. This is for that bride like me that's been married a couple times, that's been around the block, okay? She wants warmness. She wants warmth. She wants to be spicy. She wants to be sexy. She wants to be noticed. She's like I said, she's real spicy, okay? I'm spicy, kind of, okay? Not very much, but this is Fragrance Du Bois, and this is CAVORT. CAVORT has the warm spiciness of the saffron in here. There's rose in here. It's absolutely stunning. This is new to my collection. I went through a decant of this when I was over in, I took my daughter to Paris, to France. So I went through, I wasn't sure if I wanted it, but I went through an entire decant, actually about 2 decants of CAVORT. She wore hers, she completely finished it. And then I wore CAVORT as well. And then I have a little left. I said, you know what, let me just buy the bottle. And I think this would be a perfect wedding fragrance. Maybe for the reception or on your wedding night. But this is, like I said, for the bride that knows what she wants. She's been around the block a couple times and she's a little spicy, y'all. So in CAVORT, you have your saffron, geranium, you have some cinnamon along, you have some orange blossom. You don't get a lot of orange blossom in this fragrance, but you do get a little sweetness, warm spiciness from the cinnamon. There's along in here to brighten the fragrance up, but it's absolutely for somebody that knows what she wants, y'all. She may be marrying a younger man. I don't know, y'all, but that would, yeah, I'm not saying anything anything else, y'all. But anyway, Fragrance du Bois CAVORT is absolutely amazing. And like I said, this is for that bride that's been around the block and that knows exactly what she wants. That is all, y'all. That was a lot of wedding fragrances. Please continue to like, follow, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff. And let me know down in the comments, what was your, I know Veronica, my girl at Veronica says she wore Alien on her wedding day and she will not let us forget that, okay? But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you remember what was your wedding day fragrance, or if you are wanting or planning on getting married, what fragrance would you wear on your wedding day, if any of these, y'all. All right, go on to the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that. And y'all, get your nose on Velvet and Silk Santal. They are absolutely stunning. And thank you to the team of Kayali, y'all. Bye bye.